Check out this weird looking microphone. This is by a company called Blue, and it's the Encore 300 model condenser microphone. And the reason I grabbed this is because I do have several microphones by the same company. This is the Blue or EV Blue Cardinal. I've got the Blue Spark. I've got this cool looking Blueberry mic. And I think I've got one or two others by the same company lying around, and just listening to myself say that makes me realize how ridiculous my, let's just say, greediness of collecting microphones has become when I can't remember. But anyway, that's besides the point. And I looked at it and I thought, first of all, it's a weird shape, and that's not exactly why I bought it. And the second reason was, I wonder how it sounds on saxophone. So a lot of people do gigs where you turn up, you've got a microphone ready on the stand, something like an SM58 or an SM57, like a dynamic mic. But maybe you want a condenser mic instead on the stand. And that's what this is. It's a condenser mic, so it has a lot more detail and clarity than, say, a dynamic mic. And I forgot to mention the absolute real reason why I bought this. And yes, it looks funny, and that's what I like, quirky, weird stuff. It's because when you plug it in, the logo there lights up. Have a look. I can't help myself. I just like weird, shiny stuff. It doesn't have any fancy switches or anything like that. Typical XLR port on the bottom, and that's it, ready to go. And I like this little design here. When I researched what this weird little ring affair is, it's because some singers have terrible microphone technique and they hold the microphone like that, and a condenser mic is going to squeal like a pig. So that's why the ring is there, to stop idiots from giving feedback with bad microphone technique. You know the type I mean, the ones that hold the mics like this, and they sing like this, and they sound like a bag of spanners. Horrible. Anyway, back to the microphone. And just for the hell of it, I'm going to be using 4 different saxophones. 2 altos, 2 tenors. First of all, my Silver Princess, this silver Dolnay tenor saxophone. Absolute stunner. Look how beautiful that is. Then I have this Amati AAS 32. It's a very nice alto, solid little player. Then we have the Beast. This is the saxophone that I designed and had a company in China made. And then I've customized it extra since that. I've totally pimped it up. It's my baby. And here's another Dolnay saxophone, but this time it's the alto version of the Bel Air. And this has just been serviced, just been fully overhauled. I've done a video on this already. Check it out in my videos. So that's my cunning plan, to use all 4 saxophones on this microphone. So I'll speak to you lot after I've made a noise. So I've changed microphones from the one that I used at the beginning for the introduction, which was the Cardinal by Blue. And this is what it sounds like when I'm talking through the Encore 300. Yep, it's a typical vocal condenser mic. I don't need these headphones. Let's just go for it like this bareback. And that was very fun to take out 4 of my little babies and give them a run out. It was nice to do the 2 altos and the 2 tenors. If I thought on, of course I could have used a baritone and soprano, but I couldn't be bothered. I just couldn't be bothered. And the music that I wrote was just to demonstrate, to give it that kind of horn section feel. But the question is, did it do an adequate enough job? Well, the answer is yes, it did. I'm not really sure if it's what I'd call a recording microphone, but for a live situation, I think this would be good as a stage mic if you want a bit more of a detailed sound with your tenor or with your alto or maybe baritone or soprano. It depends on what you want to use. Because I can imagine if you've got a sound engineer sitting out at the front of the room doing the sound, they could ride the sliders and make this sound really nice on a live setting, because it does have that little bit of an edge to it, and that edge will give it that punch that you need when you have a horn section. So yeah, when it comes to a live setting, I think this will be very good. And just to cap it off, I really enjoyed the whole process of putting this video together. It's not easy to do these videos. If you are out there and you do the same thing as I am, you'll understand how much goes into just putting one of these little 5 to 10 minute videos together. It's a lot. I'm not moaning. I'm just saying it as a fact. And it was worth it. I like this whole process. And it's inspiring. And I hope that it's inspiring somebody out there like you. And if it is, that's fantastic. So now you can do me a favor. Click on the like button. Click on subscribe if you want to do that, because that's totally free. But thank you very much for coming this far. And maybe I'll use 4 saxophones again at some point when I'm doing these videos. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Have a good day. Bye bye.